I am back here with the first ever Rising Star awarded at the 40th anniversary of Labelexpo. Congratulations, Robert Ray from GEW.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much.
So tell us, why do you think you won this award, or what do you think got you honored tonight?
Well, I mean, if I'm honest, I think, a lot of it really is owed, GEW is a family company, and I'm the second generation of GEW, joined 6 years ago to develop our LED product, and that's kind of what I've done in the 6 years, spent all my time just developing an LED product, which I think now is probably, the market leading product in the narrow web sector. But to be honest, a lot of, what I've done builds on the success of my father, Malcolm, who spent 40 years in the industry, working all day, every day to develop a product and a company that has really changed the face of UV curing in the industry. And, he doesn't get, the award, he doesn't get the reward for it, but he's the one that's really put the investment, he's the one with the vision behind it, and really I'm just the person who's gone and helped, do that for him. So I think, a lot of it's down to him, and if I could achieve half of what he's achieved in the industry, then maybe I'll do this justice in a few years' time.
Oh, that's very nice. So what was your view of the industry when you first started, and how has that kind of changed today? You've been in it how long?
About five years. So I joined GW right at the end of 2013. So yeah, 5.5 years or something. I've been around the industry my whole life. GEW started in 1991. I was 3 years old. So I've kind of grown up with it, and it's grown, into this huge industry from something and very focused on UV, from an industry that initially had its beginnings in water-based inks, and there's been this big transition to UV over the last 25 years that certainly GEW didn't know would happen when they started 25 years ago. But it's a, when I look around the industry and I go to these events, there are a lot of older people, and you do feel at times like it's it's an industry of that's well established, and it's difficult to find a place and make an impact as someone young coming in and trying to make a name for yourself. So just try and work hard and do the best I can, really.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. This industry notoriously is looking for younger people to join. What do you think they need to do to attract a younger generation?
I mean, it's a difficult question. You've got to attract the younger people, but equally the younger people, I think, have to respect, the effort and work that's gone in for the 30, 40 years, for all the established names and people in the industry that have spent their careers doing what they do. I think it comes down to sometimes young people in the industry are looking for a quick promotion, a quick satisfaction from their job, and at the end of the day, it's not like that. It's hard graft. You come to an event and you have 2 weeks at Labelexpo where it's all glitz and glamour, and you see all the customers, but the remaining 50 weeks of the year you're back at home grafting. So you just got to see what the people who've been there for 30 years and done it and put the hard work in. You got to go and do the same thing, but you've got to do it with the modern spin, and try and get your ideas heard and prove why your ideas are valuable to the business that you're in. I don't have a magic formula, but it's not.
Well, what advice would you give maybe a younger generation, people who are just starting off in the future rising stars that we'll see at Labelexpo?
Just be proactive. If you believe, everyone has ideas, and people above you don't have time. The senior people in companies don't have time, and they're looking for someone to make their job easier, and for someone to come and be proactive and take take the weight off their shoulders and say, hey, I can do this. I can do what, I can do what you're doing. I can make decisions. Yes, I'll make mistakes, but I'll take the responsibility for the decisions I make. And you want someone that tries, makes decisions, makes mistakes, owns up to the decisions, and tries to fix, the mistakes they've made. And but they'll make as many successes as mistakes. And that's really what it's about. You just got to push your ideas, but be proactive. People are looking for someone that's going to make their life easier and make them successful.
Yeah.
So just work hard.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you have a good head on your shoulders, a strong foundation, so well-deserved award tonight. Congrats.